The Eternal Alliance is getting stronger every day, Commander. Worlds across the galaxy have sent us tribute, and everyone respects your authority as Emperor. Well, almost everyone. There's another rebellion on Zakul. What are your orders?
The rebels will have second thoughts once they're living in the shadow of my eternal fleet.
Consider them scared straight.
You're holding out on me, Theron. What's the status of our mission to Iokath?
I was saving the best for last. Lana should be closing in on the superweapon right about now. Come in, Lana. How's the radiation sickness treating you?
It's nothing I can't handle. Isn't that right, C6? You heard the droid.
Lana equals full of herself.
Focus on the mission. Have you found the superweapon, Lana?
According to the intel we received, it should be just up ahead. Stand by. Target located. Commencing scan. Power levels are off the charts, and rising by the second. Incredible.
Contact! Lana, what's happening?
I've got company. What's the Republic doing here? The Sith Empire? They must be after the superweapon.
Get Lana back online. Hurry!
Working on it!
Don't worry, I lost them.
Lost who?
The Sith Empire and the Republic. They're on Iokath, and they appear to be fighting for control of the superweapon.
Iokath is massive. There's no way we all happen to find the superweapon at the exact same time.
Agreed. The timing is just too perfect.
So it's fate, chance, or plain old bad luck. Either way, we've got a superweapon to deal with.
According to my scans, it's more powerful than anything we've ever encountered.
More powerful than the Eternal Throne?
Quite possibly. If the Republic or Empire claim it, they would usurp the Eternal Alliance as the dominant power in the galaxy. The fallout would be catastrophic.
Between the Eternal Throne and this superweapon, I could conquer entire star systems before breakfast.
But first, we will need to secure it.
We'll meet you on Iokath, Lana. Head for the fleet spire and start clearing a landing zone.
Understood. I'll see you soon.
Ships of the Eternal Fleet, converge on Iokath immediately and await my orders. We have a war to win.
Hello, Iokath. You're looking as dangerous as ever.
Something's wrong. The Imperial and Republic fleets aren't attacking each other.
No. Something is scrambling our weapon systems. It's coming from the planet's surface, near the superweapon. The Eternal Fleet's offline, Commander. They can't help us.
Tell the Gemini captains to find a workaround. In the meantime, we'll head to the surface and establish a landing zone.
Good call. If there's any way to help our fleet, we'll find it on Iokath. No time like the present.
Converge. Destroy. Restore balance. Identify, eradicate.
Lana, we've landed on Iokath.
Perfect timing. Meet me at these coordinates, and watch out for droid sentries.
Clear the area. We need the fleet spire safe before we make camp here.
Understood. May the Force ever serve you. Commander, welcome back to Iokath.
Don't be rude, Lana. Introduce me to your friends.
Commander, meet the assassins I captured.
I told you I'm no assassin. I've come to deliver a message from the Republic.
And you are?
Captain Ilara Dawn of the Republic. It's an honor to meet you, Commander.
Careful, Commander. You'll slip on the fawning Captain's slobber.
Who are you?
Major Quinn. Advisors of the Empress and loyal servant of the Sith Empire. Like Captain Dawn, I come bearing a message.
Supreme Commander Malcolm wants a word with you. In private.
Empress Asina requests the same. But unlike Malcolm, she's open to a group conference.
I have so many admirers, and so little time.
We'll keep this brief.
Thank you for extending the Empire this honor, Commander.
The Republic's glad to see you, and my son, on Iokath.
Keep me out of this, Malcolm.
Enough!
Supreme Commander Malcolm, Empress Asina, your armies have started a war over a superweapon of immeasurable power.
Why would you risk everything over a single weapon?
I take full responsibility for the Republic's actions, but I won't apologize.
This ought to be rich.
It's no secret the Eternal Empire nearly wiped out the Republic. We're struggling to rebuild and protect ourselves. The superweapon on Iokath is the key to the Republic's survival, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna watch it fall into the Empire's treacherous hands.
I didn't come here to be insulted.
Choose your next words carefully, Malcolm.
I know you've spilled your share of Republic blood, but that's in the past. Join forces with the Republic. Help us defeat the Empire, and we'll share access to the superweapon, and all of Iokath.
Iokath belongs to the Eternal Alliance. Why should I share any part of it with you?
Consider it payment for driving off the Imperial looters.
This is preposterous. The Empire openly supported your Eternal Alliance, while the Republic watched from the sidelines. You once sat beside me on the Dark Council. Now you can return to your roots. Help us crush the Republic threat. Once they fall, our empires can both partake in the spoils of Iokath.
You've worked with the Empire more recently. What do you make of Asina's offer?
We've already allied with the Empire. If we turn against them now, what message does that send to the rest of our followers?
It tells them we don't honor agreements with traitors. Don't forget, she trespassed on Iokath without your permission.
A small transgression.
If I had to choose, I would join forces with the Empire.
The Republic's a safer bet.
The choice is yours, Commander. Who shall we side with?
We will ally with the Republic.
Glad to hear it.
From a vaunted Sith to a Republic lackey. How pathetic. Major Quinn, you have your orders.
For the Empire!
He got away.
We'll deal with him later.
Commander, the Empire's launched a preemptive strike.
Fight back with everything you've got. We're on our way. Lana, Captain Dawn, defend this base while we hold off the Empire.
May the Force serve us all.
Show them what we've got. never did anything for you.
The Imps think they've got the upper hand. Show them what it means to mess with the Republic and the Eternal Alliance. That'll teach the Imps, scum. No offense, Commander.
None taken.
Good to finally meet you. Judging by the damage you caused, I'm glad we're on the same side. Theron, you're looking good, son. Combat suits you.
And small talk doesn't. What's the latest?
Well, our base is secured and the Empire's finest are running home to their Empress. Not bad for our first battle as allies.
Athena's weakened. If we retaliate now, she won't have time to recover.
A solid strategy. If I know the Empress, she's already planning her next offensive.
We suffered heavy losses. The survivors await your command.
Malcolm and his new ally are no doubt gloating over their presumed victory. You compiled the Alliance Commander's psych profile. What is your recommendation?
He is a battle-hardened champion, surrounded by allies and bolstered by the Eternal Fleet. Only an unexpected blow will pierce his armor.
Then we will endeavor to surprise the Alliance Commander. Gather your top engineers and rally the troops. I'm coming to Iokath.
What are we looking at?
The Imps are holed up in their base. Defenses are heavy, but they're not equipped for a prolonged offensive. With our combined armies, we can lay siege to Athena's base and suffocate her war effort.
You spied on Athena's personal files during our trip to Dromancast. How do we break her?
Athena's a survivor. She knows when to strike, and when to let her opponents dig their own graves.
She's going to prey on our overconfidence?
And then spring her trap right when we let our guard down. Clever Sith.
Athena knows we're going to hit her base. That's where she'll spring her ambush and wipe us out.
What's stopping us from making a run on the superweapon?
A battalion of Imperial troops.
They'd corner us before we gained access. If we want that superweapon, we have to take the base down first.
What if we armed ourselves with Iokath weapons? My scouts found a stockpile nearby. Droid resistance is heavy, but if we breach the factory and grab the munitions, we'll have enough firepower to level the Imp base. Ambush or not.
Will Iokath's weaponry be enough to break the Imperial defenses?
Athena won't see it coming, which means it's the best shot we have.
Coordinate with Lana and get ready to attack the base. Theron and I will take the weapons factory.
Don't say I never did anything for you. Is that what I think it is?
One of Iokath's original creators. Looks like it's been dead for centuries.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Whatever happens here, it was all worth it just to see the look on your face.
Very funny. Now, unless you've got another joke up your sleeve, I'm going to get to work. All right, buddy. Let's see what you know about these weapons.
What a magnificent world. Even blemished by ruin.
And soon it will belong to the Empire. The apparatus is almost complete. Unfortunately, the fragmented data has caused a few minor setbacks.
I expect it to be fully operational within the hour. No excuses.
Yes, Empress.
Victory is almost upon us. Soon our enemies will lie in ruin and glory will be restored to the Sith Empire.
Jack. I'd say that's enough firepower to give Asina a run for her money.
Download every last file. We need to know how to use these weapons, and how to build more of them.
Give me 1 minute. Huh. This place used to be the superweapons control room. Looks like our crispy friend here was the last one to use it. Over a millennia ago.
Can you control the superweapon from here?
Looks like I'm shut out. When it went on lockdown, it must have closed all outside access. Looks like Iokath's creators were fighting a civil war. One side built the weapon, but something went wrong. The superweapon's more dangerous than we thought. It wiped out all life on this planet.
The Sith Emperor consumed all life on Nathema and Ziost. Could he be behind this weapon?
That, or it's what drew him here in the first place. We may never know. According to this data, it was tested on 4 different planets before Iokath. All successful. Over 10 trillion lives gone. This isn't a weapon. It's the apocalypse.
If the Supreme Commander hears about this, he may try to seize the weapon and turn it against us.
My lips are sealed. There. I've downloaded arsenal blueprints, fusion matrices, everything our army needs to gear up with the latest and greatest Iokath weaponry. Now, let's get out of here before that happens.
Commander, we need to talk.
Time's short, Lana. What's on your mind?
You said it yourself. How did the Empire, the Republic, and the Eternal Alliance all find the superweapon within minutes of each other?
The timing's too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Exactly. We were acting on intel from an anonymous source. And it turns out so was the Republic.
What's your point?
I cross-referenced both sets of data and they're identical. I'm confident the Empire received the same intel. Whoever tipped us off wanted everyone to clash over the superweapon. They wanted to start a galactic war.
Don't breathe a word of this to anyone. We can't be sure who to trust.
I couldn't agree more. Other top suspects include the Shroud, Darth Jaders, a rogue agent inside the Republic's Strategic Information Service.
Let's not rule out Sith intelligence.
The point is, there are too many suspects to count.
Find me a name.
I'm on it, Commander.
Commander, meet the Nova Strider. She's outfitted with the Iokath tech you recovered. Should be a worthy ride to help you lead our charge against the Empire.
If I'd known we were exchanging gifts, I wouldn't have shown up empty-handed.
Win this for the Republic, then we'll call it even.
Incoming call.
Empress Asina, have you called to surrender?
On the contrary, Commander. While you were gallivanting across Iokath, my engineers discovered a back door into the superweapon. Once they've gained access, we will turn the weapon against you and win this war for the Empire.
There's no way you bypassed the defenses so quickly.
Cling to denial if you must.
This isn't a game, Asina. If you activate that weapon, thousands will die.
But I'll save millions of Imperials from the fury of the Eternal Fleet. Surely that's a cause worthy of sacrifice, Agent Beniko. Good day, Commander.
If we move quickly, we can stop Asina before she activates the superweapon.
The Walker is yours, Commander. Lead us to victory!
Commander, Agent Shan, you're just in time. From this seat, I will harness the power of Iokath's superweapon and lay waste to your Eternal Alliance.
The last time I saw that seat, it was occupied by a dead man. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
The schematics were a gift from a trusted ally. He assured me they were quite safe.
I've heard enough. Stand down, Empress.
Witness the last gasp of your pathetic alliance.
Asina, no!
It's beautiful. I see a radiant empire, infused with the Force, built by the molten gods. They're gracing me with the superweapon's power. It belongs to the Sith Empire.
It was only a matter of time before Asina snapped.
You're wrong, Commander. It's you who are blind. No! The gates are closing!
The throne is rejecting your input. You've lost your hold on the superweapon.
No! I can still see it. I know what I must do. They are coming!
Commander, you were right. I've awakened the gods. Nothing can stop them.
Who are these gods? What did you see when you activated the throne?
They are the Six. They showed me the end of all things. And it was beautiful.
I have to admit, I respected her. For Sith. On the bright side, that power flux knocked out the superweapon's defenses. And killed the signal that put our ships in lockdown. The Eternal Fleet's back online.
It's about time.
Commander, I'm detecting massive power spikes at the superweapon facility.
Let me guess. That's bad.
More like catastrophic. The weapon core is charging and no one's at the controls. If you don't deactivate it soon, it may obliterate the entire planet.
How soon until the weapon fries Iokath?
We're talking minutes. You'll never make it in time.
Hold on. With the shields down, I can remotely slice into the mainframe from here. Maybe buy you enough time to manually kill the weapon at the source.
Do whatever it takes. In the meantime, tell our forces to take shelter. And Lana, I love you.
I love you too. Come back safely, Commander.
Eternal Fleet, move into position and charge all forward batteries. It's time to knock out a superweapon. I've reached the superweapon facility. How do I shut it down?
You'll need to interface with the main controls. Look for a throne, take a seat, and hope for the best.
I've already conquered one throne. This will obey me just as easily.
Let's hope you're right.
Hurry! Where am I? Who are you?
Molten Fury, your god, and your destroyer.
You're just a machine, stranded on a dead planet and worshipped by a bunch of tin cans.
Darkness, lies. Show me your rage. You burn with fury, immolation, anger, a sacrifice superior.
I didn't come here to be poked and prodded.
You had no choice. You were lured here. Blinded by duty, distracted by trust. You did not see the blade to your neck. The rage in your shadow, the traitor. You are betrayed.
I'm the ruler of the Eternal Alliance, of the galaxy. Who would dare turn against me?
One marked by anger, pain, hope eroded. war. Spark the engines of rage, envy, passion, hate, sorrow. The betrayer now offers you sacrifice pride, fuel for the 6 gods.
I'm not an offering. I'm your destroyer.
Rage.
Ships of the Eternal Fleet, open fire! Lana.
Don't worry, Commander. You're safe.
I found the superweapon. It was a giant droid.
I know. You've been talking in your sleep.
Almost had to stuff a sock in your mouth. Whatever that droid is, you knocked it out of commission with the Eternal Fleet. Now it's recharging and gearing up for a counterattack.
Which is why we must strike soon. Hesitate too long and the Titan may destroy us all.
We need to finish off that droid before it's done licking its wounds.
Soon. First, you need to regain your strength.
Too bad the droid's the least of our worries. Someone sabotaged the throne while you were plugged in. Any chance you saw them?
No. But the droid said it was the same person who lured us to Iokath. Someone close to me.
The conspiracy cuts deeper than we imagined.
Sounds like an inside job, all right. Only a handful of people could get close enough to sabotage the throne.
Who could have done such a thing?
The Supreme Commander always hated Imperials. Maybe he played nice, so he could get close enough to take me down.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Why stop with Malcolm? If we're tallying suspects, we have to consider Aiko, Vizsla, Satele, and the entire Alliance army.
Not to mention Lana. And hell, even me.
Whoever it is, I want them rooted out, quickly.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone, even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
I can't take any more chances. If someone so much as scratches their nose, I want to hear about it.
We'll form a surveillance team. Everyone will be considered a suspect.
Commander, I knew you'd pull through, and back in fighting shape no less. I hope you're ready to return to the front lines.
We struck down Empress Asina and stopped the apocalypse. I'd say we've earned a moment to celebrate.
I'll drink to that, but don't celebrate too hard. We need you back on the battlefield. You won a major victory by neutralizing Asina, but the Empire refuses to surrender. They're still fighting tooth and nail for control of Iokath.
They're still desperate to claim the superweapon. If we take it first, they'll have no choice but to surrender.
Then that's where we set our sights. But we can't stop there. We need to keep hammering the Empire. Day by day, hour by hour. Only then will we win this war. Now, if you'll excuse me, the battlefield's calling my name. I'll see you on the front lines.
We'll track his movements, see what he's hiding.
I'll promise you right now, whoever this traitor is, we will find them.
And we'll make them pay.
I know you will. While you start searching, I'm going to win the war they started.
For the Eternal Alliance.
May the Force serve us all.